Welcome back to some more Dungeon Keeper 2 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we snuck through some caverns to take out Lord Ironhelm. This episode, we don't even get an introduction from our dungeon keeping assistant. We just get to go click next to this arrow to this big blue. So, let's begin. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series, by the way. It's a classic game that I feel like does get love across YouTube, but not enough. You still got to enjoy the classics, even though the textures of things like this look like the infamous tree from Sword and Shield. But having said that, this came out in '99, so that was its excuse. Let's begin!
Emberglow.
I meant Sword and Shield if I said something.
In this land, Keeper Gormagan is currently under siege by Lord Sigmund and his allies. A lack of foresight has found this rival of ours falling foul of both the creatures and the land itself within this treacherous realm. Although his position now looks irretrievable, perhaps when he falls, his old dungeon will be of some use to us. Yes,
so Emberglow, the Caverns mission, dispose of the fiery tempered Lord Sigmund and his retinue of giants. So objectives to traverse the giants' caverns. Be wary of the molten lava that courses through this land. As you can see from the pictures, 2 units can deal with lava without any difficulties. The giant and the salamander. We can't create giants through a portal, but we can potentially access them in a different way. Let's flip my light from blue to white. Hi everybody, does that look better? Oh, my ring light is hot garbage.
Behold the fate of dungeon hearts and keepers who do fail in this domain. For there are giants who roam in this land, and do its good lord's bidding. Mark, these beasts are vicious as their size, and bolstered by this victory, they now seek your demise.
Watching this cutscene is going to be a problem. You're going to see why in just a second, because the clock's ticking. Well, the game's ticking, there is no clock in this mission. Let's hit space and begin. So, there's a giant coming straight towards us. You may have noticed that we don't have any troops. So, the start of this one can be rough. And we're going to immediately start building out over here. Because we want this guy to come as close as possible to us before we really do anything. We don't want to bait any other giants in this area over to us. These ones don't usually come towards your dungeon heart. They're not programmed to. This guy, on the other hand, is. And we want to mine over here and get some land claims so we can get some mana generating immediately.
A new species of creature has entered your
And this goblin's about to have a real bad time. What's your name, soldier? Gibbet? Oh, good luck to you, Gibbet. And Mithras. That sounds more like a goblin name.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
So the dungeon heart will get a hit or two. It's fine. But yeah, these goblins are going to come and save the day. Even if they get absolutely wrecked, it doesn't really matter. The imps, on the other hand, because the dungeon heart was attacked, their AI just goes bananas and goes in to attack the giant. It's fine. We are not doing very well. As you can see, 2 goblins are already down. The 3rd one's about to go. But the giant's on so low health, it's fine. He's also solo hitting our imps, so that's not great. Which, DeGru? You're doing it! Oh my word, DeGru defeated the giant. Usually all 3 of these guys stack it, so that's pretty impressive. You'll also notice we have no money. So, I'm sorry Mithras and, was it Gibbet? You're going to become giblets on the floor. I have no way of saving you, so sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Next thing we do, take that piece of gold. Please mine at least that out. We're going to have a really weird shaped dungeon, because we're going to inherit this one. And the layout is poopy. Like, real poopy. But you got to deal with what you got. We're also not going to mine out this gold seam, because we don't want giants coming over the lava and attacking our dungeon heart directly again. That would be suboptimal, I think it would be fair to say. We might not even mine this one out, depending on what shape we want to make things. Please don't go that way and be stupid. Stay over here. I will pay you. You've earned it by not dying, but Also, stay over here for now. We're going to mine this out, and then we'll go over there afterwards. It does mean the only thing the portal's going to generate is goblins, if any, for the time being, and we still have this gap we can't do anything about. But the giants on this map typically don't go that way. They can, but they usually don't. We do. Now is the time to build one, I guess. So our treasury, we're going to have a permanent one over here, but we need to get a temporary one. We're just going to put it in the gaps. Don't mind that out. There you go. Gives another 6,000 gold. We can get up to 22,000, which will be fine for what we're about to do. We can take that and that seam without any difficulty. We can take that tile as well. Because clearly we're not creating rooms here that get massive benefits from having walls, because, well, they don't have any walls. But we're also not going to keep our troops over here for all that long. This is going to be kind of backup space if we want to get, say, a prison. This is going to be what we use it for, because, yeah, we have a torture chamber potentially, but we don't have a prison, so that's not very helpful.
Your creatures will starve if you do not build them a hatchery.
They sure will. I think now is the time where we can probably... no, we won't bait the giants over quite yet. We can take that out, and that gives us more treasury space if we need it. Why have you not claimed this tile? Claim this blooming tile. Thank you. Yeah, so we are going to get a little bit of food down here, just a token amount.
A goblin has become unhappy because he has no lair.
He sure doesn't. He will soon. In fact, let's just put a little one there.
Keep your creatures well
just a little lair, a little hatchery, because we don't mind some creatures being over here, but we're not going to expect many over here permanently. This will probably end up being where our torture chamber is, because I can put a door here eventually. Eventually. And then we don't really mind if the layout is really dumb. And our imps are starting to attract the giants' attention, which is okay at this point, because we are starting to get other troops to show up. If they are, even if they're just rubbish, at least we have something. This corner, you'll notice there is a training room here, but again, it sucks.
Your treasury is too small.
So we're going to get a small training room over here. Can only hold 3. It will be 4 once this is fortified, so we'll have something. There is a magical item down here. It's just a small cash gift. It's not a deal breaker. No, not game change or anything like that, but it's better than nothing. Can sell this tile now, get the treasury there. Put a door here. This lair will definitely not be staying here long term either.
A salamander, graceful ancient lizard who cannot be harmed by fire. He'll even wade through lava streams with no impediment.
Yeah, salamander's just better than a goblin in every way. It still suffers really badly from fear. It's still got very many hit points, but it does have more attack. It does get a ranged attack eventually. I think it's level 4 it gets the fireball spell. Or its own fire spell. Fire breath. It's a fireball coming out of its mouth. What do you want to call it? Something hot from its face.
You've claimed a hatchery.
Okay, so we've claimed the hatchery. You're starting to build the door, which is cool. Where are the 2 giants? I don't want them to attack me at the same time if I can get away with it. But I will start building... I want a prison, but I don't really have a very good place to build it. I guess the place to build it would be here. So let's not fortify this. We can mine this out for gold, but again, it doesn't matter if it doesn't have perfectly even layout. We don't need a perfect square for a prison, it's just far more efficient if we do. And then, yeah, we're going to get our torture chamber in here. Where's the most efficient way to do it? We probably want as much wall as we can.
A wooden door.
So probably that. And we'll use the special that we have there. There we go.
Your gold reserves have been increased.
And we can now sell this, sell that, Sell the lairs. Gonna temporarily make them very unhappy.
Place to rest. Build them a lair.
It's fine. There's one giant. Take him out, please. You can break down this tile, but I'd rather be able to put doors at least on a couple of places of the workshop. Yeah. It's not a super easy fight, but 3 salamanders and a troll, I guess, can defeat 1 giant. Where are you going? Are you going to come over here? Let's just do that. Then this imp can start claiming this room, please. Sure do, and we're going to get one in just a second. Okay, perfect. So we do have a prison. It can hold 6 creatures. Not terrible. We also can expand it out just a smidge. Let's do that. Oh, I was going to say, before we fortify, but mission failed spectacularly. Take this guy, please. Now, the giants, are they worth converting, is going to be the first question. And the answer is... kind of, I guess. They do have big advantages on this map, but... they cause incredible amounts of unhappiness, so I'm going to say it's probably not worth it. Ultimately, now we can lock this door, it's fine. We're never coming down here again. Just so you know. It can be worth turning these into...
because he has no lair.
Okay, then go away.
You've taken over.
I'm not going to wait, get out. I don't have to pay you that way.
A troll has left your dungeon.
He'd just complain and leave anyway, so we're just
Claimed a portal.
gonna do that ahead of time. Can you take this guy to the prison? Nope, and he's dead. Cool, thanks for that. Great effort, imps. Yeah, useless sack of pasta bakes.
The library.
What a dum-dum.
A troll has become unhappy because he has no lair.
You will in about 5 seconds, so shut up.
You have claimed a lair.
Yeah, there you go. Every creature,
You have claimed a treasury.
go sit down and go shut up and go sleep. Get rid of this torture
You have
chain,
claimed
please.
a training room.
Don't want it.
A new species of creature.
We're going to keep this training room. We're not going to break this down again because it'll be horribly
A new
inefficient to do
species
so.
of creature has
But this room
entered your
stinks.
dungeon.
At least we have 2 different training rooms, though, so at least there's that. We're going to break that down, and we're going to expand our treasury. We're also going to slightly
Your
shrink
creatures
our
are
treasury.
unable to
We're going to
get
mine
the
this out.
torture chain.
Mine that out.
It is payday.
We are going to sell up to there, because this area is going to get a lot of action. I think it's fair to say. We can mine this through too, that's fine. Doesn't matter a huge amount whether you do or whether you don't, but it's fine if we do. Start mining a bit of gold, please. Thank you kindly. So, the the trap that I interrupted last episode, let's click on it.
The alarm trap. When an enemy approaches, this is triggered and emits a warning, both for you to see and hear.
We're going to put an alarm trap down. We are also going to put down a couple of barricades and a handful of sentry traps, which is why I wanted to get that money when I did. We can also mine this now. There we go.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
The alarm trap does nothing by itself other than be really, really noisy, but I at least want to show you or make you have you suffer as much as I had to, historically. We're going to expand out our library. Mining adjacent walls to the door will just break the door, so we don't have to do that. I wonder if that's part of the reason why doors don't give you experience, but it's fine. No, they don't. They have 2 training rooms. Fortify that, that'll give them an extra space. They're just going to have to walk over here slightly. How woe is them. And, yeah. If we don't convert the giants, at least we get some good pocket change out of them. Turn that tile into a treasury too, please. Thank you. So our treasury can hold 33,000 gold, that would be perfectly
A
fine.
mistress has become unhappy because she has no lair.
How on earth do you have no lair? Get in there. We only have a couple of trolls, so we're going to take some time to do anything. Also, I love how you said you were manufacturing and then you just sat in place, did nothing, let the other troll do it. Classic trolls.
A warlock has become unhappy because he has no lair.
Go get one then. We aren't exactly lacking in space. At least not for the lair. The lair's massive. Library's now not bad either. Probably break down that door, please. We are going to get a little bit of activity. There are, yeah, as you can see, creatures in the hallway, but there's nothing massive going on there. Giants are so bafflingly slow
because she has no lair.
that usually, unless the AI for the imps is catastrophically stupid, they're usually able to get out of the way first before they get hit. But a level 4 giant does hit hard. I mean, we saw the level 1 giant one-shot the imps that I had, so yeah, they do certainly hit quite hard.
A barricade has been created in your
We only just made the barricade, eh? Wow, we're slow. Go mine this out, please. We can do this. Gives us a little bit more space. We can do that as well. I don't think we'll need a library that big, but I'd rather have one too big than not big enough. You gonna come and see us? I'm just fed up of you annoying our imps. Why would you not let him get on our tile? Oh. Blooming idiots. It's still fine, but it's just gonna be more hassle. Go save that level 1 salamander. Make a home then, numbnuts. There you go. There you go, we'll get another imp. I'm going to try and not get any more imps until we have our spell upgraded.
The spell has been researched.
So we have Sight of Evil. Very, very helpful on this map if you don't know the path. Do I want to mine that? I'll make my library less efficient. Yeah, it'll be fine, because we still have storage space.
Become unhappy because he has no lair.
Because we're going to be mining down here anyway. Yeah, our library's plenty big enough. We could have 10 different researchers if we really wanted to. We don't need to do that, but we could if we wanted to. Can you stop being stupid? You're going to get killed. Try again, same routine, level 4 giant. Probably going to knock 1 or 2 units out, as is expected. Oh no, didn't even get that far this time. Don't know what you're planning to do, we'll take the giant. Thank you. This wizard I'm even less worried about, because wizards have such a slow spell time that they're just not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, this prison's definitely paying for itself. I mean, we might as well mine this out, speaking of paying for itself. It's not doing anything being there. Might as well mine that out as well. So far, this is going well. We are going to run into definitely the most annoying part of this mission soon, though. And it is that we only have wooden bridges. What do you think happens when you put wooden bridges on lava? Yeah, they don't last very long. And there's a couple of secrets I want to show that require utilizing wooden bridges on lava. So it's going to be fun. You three mistresses, mistri, should be perfectly fine trying to take out the one wizard, but let me take this door out first. Thank you. Where'd the third one go? Hush you. What was your name? Rake? Oh dear, well, you quite like being raked over the coals. Oh lordy. Okay, where are all my imps? 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 Because, yeah, evidently we're not probably going to convert that. How do you know that this is the right path? This hasn't been seen yet. Okay, The AI's pathfinding ignores fog of war even for you, which is definitely manipulate. That's not a word. Something you can manipulate, but usually the AI is not cooperative enough to genuinely take advantage of something like that. Oh, words. Words are hard. Wordsmithing. Definitely not my top skill, I think it's fair to say. So we're still doing pretty good for training space. Occasionally we get told our training rooms aren't big enough, but it's mostly okay. What are we doing for spells? Not a lot. Can we hurry up? They did just get the new spell Call to Arms, so it creates a war banner that calls creatures to battle.
A sentry trap has been
After possession, this is probably the most broken spell in the game, because you can Call to Arms, have all your troops go somewhere, and then while they're in Call to Arms mode, they can't get unhappy, they don't need to sleep, and they don't need food.
Your portals have attracted as many creatures as
it's really, but they all essentially turn into super skeletons while you have that out. So if you want to be cheesy, which I'm not going to do, just for sake of trying to play this game properly, you can absolutely put down a Call to Arms and then just let them do nothing until you're ready.
Enemy creatures are rampaging through your dungeon.
Oh, there's the alarm trap. I told you it was annoying and loud. But I wanted to at least show you the event that happens. And this is why we put barricades there, because they're super cheap, and these giants will come in, and they will attack them, and I'd much rather they take out a barricade that cost me 400 gold than a sentry trap that cost me 1,000. And we're going to put down, as weird as it looks, we're going to put down a wooden bridge. Because I want their corpses. And you can't take corpses out of lava. No, come back. Take the corpse. Thank you. But I'm going to show you what happens with these bridges. So I'm going to zoom in and turn the camera for a moment. So they all turn roasty, like they're s'mores. You know, you're roasting your marshmallows nicely over the chimney or the campfire or whatever. And then what happens, eventually, at some point, while we're young, there, one tile disappears, but then magically the health of the other bridge tiles is fine. I don't think this was intentionally done this way, but what that means practically is that you can just make an infinitely long bridge, and you just have to deal with it like a patchwork quilt. Also, there's another giant. That was quick. Hope you like the sound again. You see now that there's no barricade here, he's running straight over to my sentry trap. Because they're the things that are hurting him, so of course he's going for it. But, unfortunately for him, we have 6 salamanders. Another thing that's funny too, even though it's in terrible condition, you can sell these bridges too. Selling a bridge tile also seems to do the same thing with refreshing the health of every other bridge. It's really strange. Are we running out of space in here? No, they're just all clumped together. Again, weird feature of this game's setup, functionality, personality, I guess. Anybody gonna pick this guy up? Like, I know you're all busy, but come on. It's free real estate right there. Well, kinda. He probably won't turn into... no, he would turn into a skeleton, I think, based on the number we can have, but it's fine. Can you knock this door down? Just for OCD reasons, it's annoying me. Like, it's a path that goes nowhere at this point, but still, I don't want it to be there. Can also mine this out. We do have upgraded imps now, so let's get a few more of them. We're going to be replacing probably quite a lot of imps in this mission as they all die in the lava, depending on the bridge lock.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Like the Halloween cat mug, by the way. I think it's pretty nifty. Not new, but I think it's pretty cool. Leave a comment if you've got like any specialty mugs. I'm curious what designs people have. Okay, it's just a level 1. It's probably not worth putting the salamanders down, but it's fine. So you may be wondering what's over here on this part of the map. So we can see as we go up, the mission's kind of persuading we should go this way, but it's not really telling us to go this way. There's a pile of gold, but you can't really get to it. Let's see if we can get a bridge over there. So we're going to grab a few imps,
We
are then going to...
training room.
we have to start here. This is not going to be financially very efficient, but we need the imp drop for scouting.
Able to get to a prison. Your creatures
Like
are
that.
able to get to a torture chamber.
We can start mining this out. And oh, there's a special here. Allows you to reach a secret level on completion of this one. I'd like you to mine this before the bridge dies, please. And then you'll notice, oh, suddenly there's a path over here now. And that is why we didn't build barricades yet in that area, because the giants might come over here now and start wrecking things. But you can't come this way initially.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Yeah, that's fine. Imp, if you're staying, we're going for a ride. Take an imp, build a bridge. Don't mind. Drop an imp, build a bridge. Oh, we got shot at. Let's maybe not go that way then. Build a bridge, which it lets you build in places you probably shouldn't be able to, but that's a different issue. Claim that tile, please. Thank you. I'm gonna steal you again. Build a bridge, drop an imp, build a bridge, drop an imp. This guy is a wimp, because he'll let me pick him, throw him like an imp. Mine this, please. And then claim the tile. No, claim the tile. Free level 5 salamander. I don't actually remember if there was anything other than the level 5 salamander here. I don't think there is, but yeah, free level 5 salamander is not a kick in the teeth. But you do have to come an awfully long way to make that happen. While we're here, we're gonna... No, why on earth would you do that? While we're here, we're going to mine out all this gold, because I don't want to have to build this bridge again. I don't think there's anything over here, if memory serves. Over here, there's just sentries. This is where the giants keep attacking us from. So I don't really see any point in going out and dealing with it. We'll also collect this gold now while we're at it.
Your possessions.
Bridge is still not broken anywhere that's critically important. Nope, we're good. We can start selling some parts of the bridge, though. Like, we don't need anything over here anymore. We don't need over here anymore. I'm just going to tell them to claim that, because I'll force more troops over here. Get it done. We don't need anything over here anymore. So we're redeeming a lot of the money that we would have had to spend on these bridges. Not all of it, but some of it. And now it's a case of, let's just get everybody mining here, please.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton. Your portals have attracted as many creatures as they can.
Oops, you mean to sell that piece of bridge. My bad. That's the first imp I've been roasted.
Your creatures are unable to get to a treasury.
Yeah, claim that tile. That way we can attack the gold seams from more directions, please. We technically don't even need this bridge anymore, but it's because of this barricade. Are we done with resources over here? Nearly. We are nearly done. I have to watch this now, because I'm sure one of these tiles, there we go, breaks, and we don't want to break the path.
A warlock has become unhappy because he has no work to do.
Oh, woe is... You don't hear that one very often, at least not early game. Doesn't have anything to do, also is only level 1. Doesn't have a place to train, so genuinely does have a little bit of a gripe. Really, it's the main downside of the way that I set this dungeon up. We don't really have any space to build another training room. So I'm going to temporarily move... Well, that skeleton's going to get out of the way anyway, but this guy's now going to have something to do. No, don't sulk, train. You asked for something to do, I'm giving you something to do. Do it. A piece of garbage. Tell you what, I have no time for you, get out. Bye!
A warlock has left your dungeon.
I don't need that many warlocks. He's level 1. I don't care. Get him out of my face. Maybe we're running out of space in the treasury. It's a distinct possibility. Do that. Another 6k, because I think what they're doing is they're going over to the dungeon heart, which I'd rather they not do, because that's an enormous path going nowhere. Might as well put some more treasury space here, I guess. Make it easier for our creatures to get paid.
Your sight of evil spell has been upgraded.
And then all we're going to do, I'm going to wait now that the bridge is broken, because they'll just mine the gold out. Now you can come over and pick it up. Probably should have done that initially, but it's fine. Okay, so pick up every imp, please. We are going to sell all the bridge over there, sell this bridge, sell that bridge, and we're just going to plonk all our imps down. And now we don't have to worry about it. We get one more barricade. There we go. And now this is all blocked off. Only thing that will suck a little bit is that giants will probably now come up here and attack this, and less sentry cannons will be able to see it. But I don't want to spam a ton of sentries because we need the mana generation for later. Make our life easier. Okay, so now we've done all our kind of groundwork. We're all sorted. I love how we had a sulking warlock that said there was nothing to do, but there's still spell research to do.
A hidden realm has been made available.
I'm going to make sure I trigger that before I forget, because that would be embarrassing. But let's use this spell.
This, when cast on areas of land, will make all hidden passageways revealed.
Sure does. Let's see what happens. So if you click on a room like, hey, I wonder what's in here. Gasp! There's bad guys? I would never have seen that coming. So yeah, now we can see what's in here. It's a guard room with guards and braced doors. I think that's what the hero braced doors look like. They're all locked. They're not going to attack us, but we're going to go and attack them because, well, we definitely have the advantage numerically. There's 4 guards. Guards are stronger than anything we have, but we have double as many salamanders alone, let alone anything else. What we are going to do is try and bait them to come out. They might not do it. So let's go break these doors down. And we can just attack them from 3 different places at the same time. Or, I can even show you the other spell. Let's do that. That's more fun, right? You get to see new spells. Well, we'll break this door down first while I'm at it. You'll notice some of them are using fire on the door, which is cool. So we're going to pick everybody up. Oh, well, let's deal with this first, I guess.
It is payday.
And we'll deal with payday too, I guess, first as well. Okay, well, this kind of happened at a good time, at least. That giant is Sayonara of Easter Owego. Okay, thank you for that giant. That was great timing. We're going to let everybody get paid. Because again, I'm not going to try and cheese it. Also, what on earth happened to the numbers up here? They're having a strunk. What's going on? It's fine. You guys get paid yet? I think so. Okay. So, we're going to let our imps get out of the way. He nearly got roasted. I'm just going to pick up our troops and put them all reasonably nearby. Except for the trolls, because I really don't want the trolls in the fight. I'm actually going to put my skeletons further away, because I'd rather them not die. And then we're going to put down...
Call to arms. A spell which is your only means of making massive battle rage at one precise location.
Why would they go for the door? Although I guess that shows one flaw with this plan. That, yeah, the pathfinding will still be bad even with this flag. But they will be less inclined to run away. Start claiming those, please. I was going to start saying, hey, you might as well knock down those tiles as well. So they're all toast. So yeah, we could theoretically, we could leave them tied to this forever, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to end it. But, at the same time, I am going to pick up a load of them and move them back myself, because they will be bafflingly slow if I don't. There you go. So either go and sleep or go get food. I don't care which. Taking over the guard room.
The entrance to Lord Sigmund's forts is accessible through many different passages. These offer resistance of varying degree. Keeper, cast a spell called Sight of Evil to reveal all areas which are at present hidden. Then success the simplest route to find your destination.
What you're meant to do with this mission is use Sight of Evil and check all the paths, but that is incredibly slow, so we're just going to go through it. You also notice I sold the guard room immediately because guard rooms suck, because Dark Elves suck. We are going to build a big hatchery here, and we're going to build some backup housing, and we're going to build a backup treasury. Because we're probably going to mine a lot of gold out here, and I don't want them to walk all the way back to our main base. We also have spare gold here, but we don't need it right now. We are flush for cash. So, let's just pick a direction at random. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to use imps to break the doors down for a moment, because they were the first things I picked up. Some more skeletons, I guess, will speed the process up. We'll pick a direction and go for it, but we're going to break the doors down for now. We could have built a bigger training room here, that's the other thing sometimes that I do. But just for speeding the game progress up a bit, I think this makes more sense, because then they'll complain less, they'll just be ready at all times.
Been upgraded. There is nothing left to research.
Good, that's what I wanted to hear, because it now means my warlocks will genuinely train. I wish you could bulldoze the former dungeon heart and turn it into another room.
A larger training room.
I know. They're not going to get one, so they're going to have to deal with it. The layout of these caverns is almost specifically designed so you couldn't build a training room. There's no 3x3 in there. But this is where the skeletons come in handy, because they have nothing to do. Which means they should be mostly, if not all, level 4. So I can just, and they don't care if I pick them up. They don't lose happiness from being picked up because they don't have happiness. But they are without morale. They are simultaneously no morale and infinite morale at the same time because they don't have morality. I do enjoy their laugh too. Makes them sound like they're cheeky little guys, but really they're just trying to murder everything they see. This is mostly gold up here, that's why I wasn't particularly prioritising it. And our imps are our Sight of Evil spell, practically speaking. Oh, we have barricades. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder if bad things will happen if we go over there, guys. Oh, level 7 wizard, you say? I don't think our imp will care. Yeah, they do so little damage. Which is funny because it's still significantly more than anything that the warlock can do. But it's still negligible. And that imp ate that shot for the skeleton, which was very kind of it. Yeah, almost every skeleton we have is level 4. One's level 3, one's level 2, but they're pretty much at max.
A creature has died in your prison.
And now that we can heal skeletons, we are happy as can be. Happy as a clam. Skeletons can't go through lava. So you do have to remember that, but it shouldn't really matter. I don't need any more skeletons. I'm not farming for skeletons at this point. I'm going to pick these up, though, before they get roasted. I don't need to take out that barricade. It's not in the way. I guess we will take that wizard back, or not. Why on earth would you proactively attack the barricade over taking that... There we go, take that wizard. Another weird AI decision. There you go, skeletons. You do your thing. If they get trapped on the other side of lava, they don't care. So that's why they're perfect for this mission. Unlike, say, mistresses. But mistresses, unlike skeletons, have a ranged attack. So they also have their purpose here. Because they should, hopefully, if they see the sentry cannon, they'll use thunder on it. Well, I don't think they've even seen it. That's fine. Sentry cannons by themselves do so little, it's negligible anyway. Let's try again. Maybe you'll see it now that we'll tile closer. What do you think? Survey says yes or no. Oh, we'll go with yes. Oh, one of the skeletons came back as well. Cool, he's just so willing to help. There you go. Go take that door down, please. Go take this door down, please. So many doors. So much time. Because there's infinite time. We're also infinite mana, really, at this point. Well, at least on a cap. And the numbers did fix themselves. I guess the two numbers that they had, the game's just like, no, what are these numbers? I don't want them. Mind that while we don't have a bridge back, please, because it'll just drop all the money. Can you start claiming this? What are you doing?
Your creatures are unable to get to a treasure.
Yeah, that's my point. They're trapped here, and yet they weren't doing anything.
Close on us, those evil ones. They must be
oh, there we go.
at any cost.
Oh, we didn't mean to pick up the imp, so you're going to get out of the way. Like, do you have any survival instincts at all? No, what I want to do is intentionally move all my troops away there, because the plan is that the giants will come over the lava and nobody else can. So it will make life a lot easier in combat, because they're pretty high levels. Level 4, 2 level 4s and level 5 giant in here. So we're not talking about mugs. But yeah, the giants come over to play, and the rest of their units cannot. So breaking them up makes life a lot easier. Oh, that salamander just got clubbed in the face, but it's fine. Why on earth are you running away?
Micro piglets stalk your dungeon. Beware.
Well, good luck to the micro piglets. I wouldn't want to be stalking with what's going on in this dungeon. Yeah, let's take the 6 remaining salamanders and we'll heal them while they're idle, and we will thunderbolt that knight so they don't have to take a hit. Because that knight is spicy. Knights are stronger than guards. Just their real downside when you if you try and convert a knight, you can, it's doable, but they are incredibly grumpy troops. Probably not helped that they're surrounded by, bad guys, but they are very cranky. They get upset incredibly easily. Okay, so 1 imp can come back now. You can mind that as well when you're done. Well, we'll take a second imp, so you got a bit less workload. They can't go anywhere. That's kind of the main component. We'll get 1 imp over here just because we can.
Your creatures are unable to get to a prison.
Oh, I know.
It is
Gonna grab a couple more imps. Mine that out, please, because you'll just drop the money there. Which is absolutely fine with me. Yeah, it's a very wasteful mission in the second half because there's nothing for me to do with these guys. I mean, converting them is a thing you have the option of doing. But doing that sucks. Also, here's a giant that's getting pathfinding confusion for a moment. And he is attacking our barricade, so he's 1 tile too far away from our alarm trap going off. So he might break this barricade, but he tried and failed. Knocked it down to below 20% health. I don't know how barricades magically start reinforcing themselves and healing, but they will very slowly start healing. I don't know how they do it. Oh, there's a wizard there, Harry. Can you go beat them up, please? It'll be fun. Not for the wizard, but who cares? You 3 are just sitting on your backside doing nothing. You might as well start knocking that door down. Yeah, there's a sentry cannon over here protecting the gold, but again, we still have absolutely astronomical amounts of gold, so who gives a flying banana? Can you deal with that? Oh, he just blew up one of my imps. That was rude. A level 5 giant. He's a big boy. Man, I wish that ring light would stay at least one colour consistently, even if it was the wrong colour. You must be like, is he living in like a disco in the background with all the different colours? Nope, that's just my ring light, because I record out of a basement where there's no natural light at all, and compounded that today is a miserable day outside. It is wet, thunderstorms, all the fun stuff. Good to get the humidity down, mind you. I was doing my preparation for my Canadian citizenship exam, and they're like, oh, you live in a place that has cool, humid summers. I'm like, half of this is accurate. The humid bit is definitely true. I would definitely not say that they are cool and humid. But then again, you know, I work with people, a lot of people that are based out of Houston. They're like, oh, it's 112 degrees Fahrenheit today, which, first of all, I have to convert because I don't do Fahrenheit. But then when I realize, I'm like, oh, that's like 15 degrees warmer than it ever gets here. Before humidity slaps 10 degrees Celsius on us, but yeah, I don't know how people live in like 115, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. You may notice I'm a very pale guy. I'd probably catch fire out there. Yeah, not for me. That is not a way that I'd be able to live. Kudos to people that have adapted to it, but I don't know if I could. Then again, I also live in a place that can get to minus 40 degrees Celsius in the winter, so it's gonna be some type of crazy. There's all compromise. What's the hottest or coldest it's been wherever you are? Clearly it's pretty hot in this map because everything's covered, surrounded by lava. But apparently we have magic wooden bridges that don't just immediately catch fire and explode, so isn't that pretty nifty? Oh, there's a special over here. Oh, it's magic reinforcers.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Not that important. It just fixes your walls. Nobody's attacking our walls in this mission, so that is spectacularly useless. Speaking of spectacularly useless, this wizard.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Oh dear, he ran straight in to get wrecked. Well, that works for me. So he's getting freshly roasted on an open fire. There's a giant. Hey giant, you want to come over here? You might not have seen us. Put an imp over maybe we can get his attention. Yeah, there he is. Make sure you guys are all healed. Oh, he just killed that imp. It's so rude. What did the imp do to you? He's just trying to live his best life. Yeah, they're kind of the anti-goblins, really. Giants. They have a really slow attack, but it does massive attack power. Unlike a goblin, which you get, obviously, we saw it in level 1. It is a bit like it's a bit like being attacked by a cheese grater. It's the slow cuts of doom. Giants are like being hit in the face, well, by a club, but I was going to say like a sledgehammer. Another special over there? Okay.
Because it hasn't been paid.
Well, we'll go fix that in a second for you. We will get you paid. And it's why we put a treasury over here, but there's no money in it, so that's not very helpful, is it? There you go. There's some cash. I'll get paid. There you go. And you can celebrate by eating.
Discovered a magical item.
It's money.
Gold reserves have been increased.
Don't need it. There's another one. Raises your minions by 1 level. We're just going to use that now because last level we didn't even use it when we had the option. So you may have noticed that there's another door here, and this seems kind of ominous. If we use our Sight of Evil spell... Oh, look! That's where our friend is! And look, at the back, there is a lot of traps.
Your creatures
So we're not going to attack the base from the back. We're going to attack it from the front. There are a few ways to do this, but there's a few very cheesy ways to do it. So I'm going to build this bridge. I want you to start claiming territory. And while you're doing that... we're going to do what we kind of did before. We are going to build a lot of sentry traps. And I mean a lot of sentry traps. Because our ambition is not to go and break down the door. We're going to break down the walls and try and get him to come out into the fire of 1,000,000 traps. Because it's funny. Is it optimal? Probably not. But it's funny. So that's why we're going to do it. Where are your... trolls? Get in there. We never bothered to build a door, so I'm just going to have to hope that you cooperate. You two suck. Blaine. He's doing the David Blaine thing. He's disappearing. Oh dear. Useless.
Has been created
Also, how much money have we got in here? Oh my word. These giants were... Did they win the lottery? Which you think I might be saying in jest, but that is something that can happen. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Thank you for your patronage. We don't need to get all the traps at the back, because we saw that we are definitely not going that way. Because it's scary back there. Get a couple more in there. Build some bridges just so we can get these traps over a little bit more easily. Scratch my ear. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay, you genuinely are idle. I can appreciate that. Unlike the guy that level 1 was like, I'm bored. Well, why don't you level up? No! Okay. How about you do the research that's still needed? No! Oh, the entitlement. Punch. Give him a big punch.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
Hello, skeletons that are doing nothing but getting in the way. There's nothing down here. I think there's a sentry trap or something down there. Big old nothing. There's also nothing down here of any interest either, I don't think. I think it's also a sentry trap. But again, the game's trying to get you to use Sight of Evil. I just, I used it to say that we used it. But I don't need it a ton. I still remember a lot of things about this game. A staggering number.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
Makes you realise that when you're a kid, you are
dungeon.
just seemingly incredibly happy playing the same game over and over again. As an adult, I'm like, oh my god, there are 1,000 new games and I don't want to play any of them. But as a kid, I'm like, oh my god, I have the same game to play when I get home for like the 800th time. Hooray! Let's restart Pokemon Sapphire again. Oh dear. What were any of your guys' go-to games as a kid? Has it changed? The same titles over and over again like it was for me? Oh, so I probably have missing bridges back here, and I probably need to get that built. Yeah, was it the same for you, the exact same games over and over? Which games were they? Or did you actually have variety? Games were so expensive as a kid, or at least it felt that way, because you had no main income, right? Doing your household chores only resulted in like a couple of quid here and there, so... New N64 game back when I was a kid was £40. I kind of miss being able to go to a game store, even like an electronics store, though, and feeling a whimsy. Now it's just like, let's go on Amazon and check what they have. It's not quite the same experience. Used to go to like Curry's or Comet. Be like, oh my word, this is where the kings live and work. Now it's like, oh, do I have to leave the house and go to a store? I don't want to. That doesn't sound right to me. Yes, I could put a training room here, but they're all pretty much level 4 at this point, so there is no requirement. Most of our sentry traps, I think, are built at this point, if not all of them. So we're just going to get them delivered, and then we're going to go try and deal the coup de grace, because I know this episode's been going on for a while. I don't rush playing Dungeon Keeper 2, because most missions you don't have to. Guess we can start, though. Gonna do that just in case it starts trying to break down. Other than that, I don't want that tile there. Because, yeah, they won't be able to escape that way. And once they do knock down these two, we're going to sell the adjacent bridge tiles as well. Did the bridge still stand up over here? Yes, it did. Let me just build that in case I don't have to micro it again. We're just going to watch carefully, make sure it's not one of these two tiles that gets burned before they're done. We could technically do this, I guess, and it'll help speed the process up, because they'll have another side they can deal with it from, but... Okay, this is what we wanted. So all the giants are going to come out to play. Try not to have all my units get wrecked, especially the skeletons, because obviously they can't do anything about it, right? We're going to mash the health recovery for a little bit. Don't go over there.
Unable to get to a lair.
We're now going to say no thank you, skeletons. Skeletons, salamanders, rather. We're going to let everybody else do the fighting, because the problem with the salamanders is that they'll go over and attack him, which we don't want. We just wanted them to deal with the giants. What did we lose over here? Hello, can you take the guy that died? No? Okay, well I guess we're just going to murder him instead. Hi Sigmund. You made an incredibly poor decision coming out here by yourself. What an awful decision that you just made.
Now lies wasted, and his fort destroyed around him.
Well, he says that, but I'm working on it. I'm working on destroying the fort around him. Oh, what was that camera? Live from inside the portal. The hero gates going. I'm not sure if Horny killed those guys or they were so surprised they had a heart attack and passed out. Either way, that was fun. Get those midges off the screen. I know it's meant to be like maggots and flies following, but it looks really dumb on Horny as he's walking by. Oh dear.
A bridge of stone will endure where wood cannot.
I didn't hit space this time.
Creatures happily pay gold for the pleasures of the casino. Choke out intruders with the gas trap.
Some genuinely useful things that we unlocked. And the casino, which is significantly less so. Talk about them more next. So.
Split personality.
Hey, don't make spoilers. We haven't seen those guys yet.
You are proving to be a most worthy adversary to your foes, Keeper. A devilish maze and a veritable horde of giants easily dispatched by your well-organized forces. In addition, you have claimed the second part of the Horny Talisman. You are halfway to binding Horny to your cause. It is a joy to see you live up to your deadly potential.
I do wonder if there was meant to be something about the Horny Talisman in the game, but it just, you arbitrarily get parts of it for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, that was nice and smooth. Next episode, we'll have to see... Gee, I wonder if there'll be something to do with the casino, given we just unlocked it. We'll see then. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.